Hi, well, thanks for subscribing to GrantsonCrowdfunding.com. Yeah, and I'm glad we called you to find out what you really need, information. Because sometimes going on our website, it can be overwhelming. We got 20,000 sources in there. You only got one problem. So here are the best places for you to start looking for money and help to rent a place. It sounds like that's what you really want to do first, and really to maybe buy a place, and then also help you finding some extra money for jobs. So here's what he came up with. Okay, the first thing is, here's a link I have, that on HUD, that is for housing counseling is in your area. Okay, these are people right there, where you live in your city, that get grants from the government to help you figure out how to buy a house or how to rent a place, or if you need down payment, anything to do with housing. That's what they're there for, because they don't want you to get screwed. The government spends all this money and people, don't get over their head in housing, or real estate people take advantage of you, or about a lot of the government programs. Now, they don't know everything, but this is the best place. I mean, I could show you 500 places that are possibility to help, but right now I just want to show you a handful. You should check these first before you go anywhere. Okay, so that's it. Make an appointment, because the link I sent you shows you the offices near where you live. You call one or more. If one doesn't help, call another one. Doesn't matter. Okay. So you make an appointment with them first. Okay. Then what I have is a link here to the subsidized rentals. Okay. This is a HUD link that has subsidized rentals, and the programs that subsidize. So if you don't make a lot of money, there are programs where you only pay like 30% of what you make, to the rent. And some of them have lists to get on and things like that. But this is the main source for about it. And actually the HUD housing counselor would know more about that too. So they would know the details. Because when you start talking to people in the business, bankers, real estate people and everything, they're trying to sell you something. So they may not know about this other stuff. These people I'm sending you to charge no money at all. They're not going to upsell you to try to get money off you. They're theoretically just there to help you solve your problem. See, the other people, don't forget, they're selling. They have a different motive in mind. Good or bad, some are good, some bad, who knows. But you got to get armed first about what is really out there for you that you don't have to buy. Everything I send to you, and it doesn't cost you any money at all. So if anybody you contact that I give you costs you money, hang up, let me know about it, because I screwed up. So that's it. Okay, now there's another thing, housing locator service on subsidized housing. That may be interesting. So you see what facilities are around, whatever, because that may be helpful. Now, so that's the extra help and money to rent places in your area. Now, another thing you may not have considered, because it sounds like you're in a temporary housing setup now with friends or relatives or whatever, think about house sitting. House sitting is a big business nowadays. You could get paid to do it and cost you nothing, rent free, or maybe you have to take care of some animals while you're living there or something. A lot of people use house sitting for that. But what's neat about house sitting now is that the platforms, these are websites that make it easy. So instead of you having to go and putting classified ads in and everything, these websites or platforms, that's where people go when they want house sitters. So if you're there, then you have a chance of getting one of these things. And that's how they work. Now, some of them are free, some of them cost money, but you could see what kind of homes they have and where before you spend the money to do it. And here's a list of them. Okay, one is Nomador, like Matador, but Nomad, like a Nomad, Nomador.com. House Sitters America, Mind My House, House Carers, you're caring for a house, housecarers.com, trustedhousekitters.com, Rover, I guess who you're going to take care of there, care.com/housesittersjobs. See, everything is so organized on the web now. I mean, I'm just hearing a report today, retail stores are going out of business because people are buying more on the internet. So this is why the internet is where it's happening. You got to learn how to use this stuff, because that's where all the growth is. Trying to get a job in retail now, that's shrinking. Actually, I just read that Amazon sells more clothes, than Macy's. And everybody said, oh, I won't buy clothes on the internet. Well, I get my question mark suits on the internet. It's from Vietnam even. So you never know. Now here's another thing I have here. You could download it's an instructional video. So it's a tutorial on how to get little jobs and opportunities in the gig economy, what it's called. Now the gig economy is going on the internet and just one-time ways to make money. You know, if you're a driver, if you're a house sitter, if you're you have clothes you want to get rid of, you can make money out of that. See, all this kind of stuff is really growing. And all these platforms cost nothing. They cost nothing for you to get on. So that's why you have nothing to lose. I mean, the worst case, instead of looking for a job, you spend a day filling out applications to be on all these sites so people can see you there. And I have a collection of 46 of these sites. When you download, and I have videos that explains them to you and all this kind of stuff, when to use what kind of sites and everything. So all these instructional videos are there to show you how to start making money in the gig economy. Millions and millions of people are doing that, man. Like there's one Upwork in the gig economy. They did $1 billion worth of business last year. $1 billion. I don't even know what a billionaire is, but that's from one site. Well, actually, I guess Donald Trump knows, doesn't he? But that's another. And then what also I have here in this report that you're going to get is a series of videos if you're really serious about buying a house. It sounds like you really want to rent first, but if you are really serious about buying a house, I take you step by step. This is, again, instructional video. You sit down by your computer, and I have a video of me on my computer, how I find all the money opportunities to buy or fix up a house. See, I take you step by step because, see, there's over 100 programs in every city to buy or fix up a house, but it's not HUD, it's not one place. You got to go to bunches of places to find this stuff. So I show you step by step on how to find this stuff. So that's what you want to do. Let's see, you have all the services there, and oh, I know, there's a also at your state capitol, there's a housing agency at your state capitol that I have a link in here too that shows you about rental properties and everything. So it's all here. Just look at the email I sent, click on the links, see if they're for you, but just don't dismiss them easily. Investigate a little, because even if it's not for you, they'll tell you about something else. And the one thing that you should do, no matter what, is that housing counselor. Make an appointment. If you do nothing at all, make an appointment for that so you know your options. The biggest thing in the world is knowing your options. If some huckster tells you this is it, you don't know your options, you think that's it, and that's why you get screwed and wake up someday married in Vegas and you wonder how you got there. Anyway, good luck to you, and thanks again for subscribing to GrantsonCrowdfunding.com. And I'm sorry that it's so difficult that I have to help you personally, but I love it because I know you now have access to the best information in the world that you'll never find in Google.